Welcome to the third place match of the Baltic League, second stage. DTS against Salaspils. And there was a pick. There was a pick called quite early, before the disc was released. Disc is gonna be sent back to Helena Orlovska. Oh no, my apologies. This is going to be sent back to the DTS player. Back to the zone. Swing. Couple of other points, and now side to side into the end zone for a score. DTS opens up and are on the board 1-0. Nice arcing blade, the usual blade for the indoor style of play. Nice to see. DTS holding the first point. Clean hold. DTS, as you can see, in white, and Salaspils is in their dark uniforms. That disc hit the ceiling, so the disc is going to be brought back from around there on the sideline, but about halfway point already. A bit of a present for Salaspils. Salaspils swinging the disc around. Lasma gets it on the sideline and puts it into the end zone. Also a quick score. That is Elsa Gusare with the point there. Another clean hold so far. 2 clean holds, 1-1. Good start of the game. Salaspils may be surprising themselves to playing for the third place. Normally, I guess they're a little bit used to playing for the first place, but not this time. This time they're playing for the third. Reznikaite now swings upline to Slamaite. I'm a little bit behind, apologies. Now the disc is on the sideline. Big swing around to Slamaite, who puts it deep into the end zone for Barbora Kundelaite for a score for another clean hold by DTS, 2-1. Once again, we see DTS ladies have quite a long bench, quite a lot of people that came from Lithuania to Riga to play this Baltic League. Always nice to see. DTS getting ready to pull. Nice hanging pull, but a little too high, and that is going to be bricked, and this is going to be bring onto the brick mark. After this game, we are going to bring you the finals, which is going to be Ogre Moments against Tartu Turbulence from Estonia. But back to this game. Salaspils is moving the disc around well. There were quite highly contested throws there, and this swing from Liva Jakovele a little bit too far for Helena Orlovska. She could not reach that, and that is the first look at a break by DTS. Ladies, just outside of the end zone was that catch. Now quick give and go, 1-2. Again, Salaspils is closing the zone pretty well, only leaving out the handlers, but that point was good. That throw was good. Straight into the end zone for Aida Mietkevič. I'll try that again to Ida. That would be easier. I'm not gonna embarrass myself of trying to pronounce some of the Lithuanian names. Some of them are easy, some of them are need a little bit of getting used to. First break by DTS, 3-1. That pull was very close to the ceiling, but didn't really touch it, so very good pull just to the back of the end zone of Salaspils. Katalina Bernanen with the disc swings it to Boduma, and that is knocked away. Ooh. Another defense by DTS, and another look at a possible break. Another break opportunity for DTS. Gedvilaite picked it up. There was a foul on a throw. Quickly accepted by Montopodoma. The disc is going to go back on Stoling 1. Quick swing to Bogdanova. Another up line to Petrauskaite. To the middle. To Basus. A little bit back to Bogdanova. Back to Basus. Good movement of the disc. High blade, highly contested. That was very close to being defended. And now for the end zone and for another break. Petrauskaite was the goal. The score is 4-1. Salaspils are finding themselves 2 breaks down in this game. As a reminder, this is to play Baltic Championships. As far as I remember, 4 teams from the men's division are going to advance, and all the teams from the women's division are going to advance to the championship stage, where they will see each other again in a slightly different format, if I'm correct. Salaspils are looking at another, gonna try to hold this time. Jakovele with a scuba, apologizing to her teammate for that throw. Quite a difficult one to read, and that got knocked away by the DTS. I think it was a little too short for her receiver there. Gedvilaite. Unfortunate arcing throw, arcing blade to get it off the sideline, but that was too high and a little too long. Salaspils with another opportunity to hold. Bernanen with the disc to Jakovele. To Podema. Knocking on the door in the red zone. Jakovele, tried to get it to Lasma. She wanted it a little bit closer to the chest area, but that was, I think, too low, if I'm correct. Wow, great reception over there. By Gabia under huge pressure from Lasma Blitzka, and that probably had a little bit too many receivers there. They didn't know where they are. I think the person at the back had a better opportunity at the disc, but of course you don't know that when you're standing in front and trying to jump through 2 defensive players. Montopodoma is calling a timeout to get a bit of a breather, as Salaspils are looking once again to try to hold this point. They need this hold. They are 2 points down. I'm sure that they don't want this game to run away from them in the opening stages of this game. Teams are chatting about their strategies. We hear the whistle informing the players that the time of the timeout is almost over. Salaspils is gonna set after that timeout. Then DTS will set their defense. And we will be back in play. Quite sure that there is no stall. That's a bit of an interesting floor cleaning action happening over there from Kundalaita and from her teammate. Unfortunately, I don't have her name on my roster. Podoma to Jakovele to Bernane. All of the advances now to Lasma Kublitska and to Helena Orlovska, who is coming down with this hold. A difficult one for Salaspils, but they managed to hold this point. 2-4. Salaspils is down. DTS is leading by 2 breaks. Salaspils with a pull, a good pull. I think this is gonna go back to this is gonna start from the back of the end zone. Probably the worst place that you want to be at, but an easy, quick blade got them out of the situation. A great advance up the line, and an arcing blade. Helena Orlovska is not quite happy with the defensive pressure. I think she thinks that she could have done a little bit better. Nevertheless, DTS is coming down with a score. Another hold. Now Salaspils needs to hold before they can get a break back. We're back in play. Pull goes up from Ruta Gedvilaite. Oh, we are seeing a zone. That is a very unusual look, and that probably surprised Salaspils a little bit, because the first throw was defended very quickly. Liva Jakovele could not come down with it. Now Gedvilaite picked it up. Quick 1-2 and an arcing throw to the end zone of the first pass. That was very, very quick break. Let's see if we will see this zone from DTS once again. That is an unusual look indoor, because normally, as there is no wind, it's not the most effective look, and if throwers have good accuracy, they can put the disc virtually anywhere on the field, because the fields are also a lot smaller than what we are used to. Yeah, we see that zone once again. Interesting. Very interesting. Very unusual. So far, Salaspils ladies are working through this zone quite well. Now, near the brick mark of their attacking end zone, disc is with Helena Orlovska, Montepodoma. Now another swing to the far sideline. Back to Podoma. Elsa Gusare is the disc there. Looks for an option. Finds, not quite finds Christiana Buldure. Unfortunately, too high for her. She couldn't come down with it. DTS with another opportunity to break. Difficult reception there for Petrauskaite. But still, the disc is still in play. Arcing throw. And once again, Mitkevičiūtė comes down with another score. I think it's her second or third point of the game. She's doing pretty well in this particular game, and that's a halftime. 7-2 is the score. DTS in white winning so far. Let's see if Salaspils ladies will be able to put the pressure up, get a few points back, maybe get a few breaks, make this game a little bit more interesting for the outcome. And we will see you in the second half in a few seconds. Welcome back to the second half of the third place match in the Baltic League. Salaspils against DTS. DTS is winning by 5 points. I think 4 of these points are breaks. Unfortunately, Salaspils doesn't have any breaks to their names yet. DTS are playing with a quite unusual set. No zone anymore. No, not this time, but they threw a zone at Salaspils, which was quite effective, and they generated a couple of errors there and a couple of breaks. This time, Lasma Kublitska, of course, she comes down with this disc. Great catch in the end zone. Quite a difficult one from Montepodoma, under huge pressure from the DTS player. Well done. Nice point. Another hold, and now it's time to break. If they want to stay in this game, making it a little bit more interesting, like I said in the first half. DTS starting their offense with an arcing blade to the other sideline, now swinging it from side to side. Another swing. Quite a low catch there for DTS, but they're working this disc quite well so far, and a huge scuba. Nice. Very good understanding between Reznikaite and her teammate. Unfortunately, I don't see the number at the moment. Right, this is Slamaite. One of them realized that another player had a better position and left the disc for her, but then immediately, as she has realized that it's not in, went into the end zone and for an easy dish for a score, for an easy push pass. DTS are holding there, 8-3 in this match. Very high pull from DTS. So Helena Orlovska is calling the break. And bringing it to the break mark. Starts with an upline throw to Lasma, who swings it to Gusare. Now to Orlovska, back to Gusare. She's looking for an option, can't really find one. Needs to throw something very deep, and that is taken away. Lasma was in position but behind her defender, and Basus tipped this disc that generated a turnover. DTS back on offense, trying to find another break in this game. And they, not quite, just about. Mitkevičiūtė just about came down with the point, but looks like she just pushed it away a little bit. Long throw, zone to zone, too far for Lasma Kublicka from Elsa Gusare. Elsa is not happy about her throw, but it looked good. It was a good idea. Lasma did not have defense close to her. Now back to defense. Whoa, very nice scuba. Side to side. No, that's the second one in a row for Mitkevičiūtė. That's very unfortunate for her. She was all over the end zone, I think on the other side, but maybe this side is not as favorable for her. Unfortunately, 2 drops in this point, giving Salaspils another opportunity for a hold. Liva Jakovele just towed it in. It was really close to the other end of the end zone. Yeah, very close there. Called in by both teams. Good work. Salaspils managing to hold. 8-4. DTS is winning by quite some margin. Finally got myself into the chat of the live chat of the transmission, and you're welcome, Modestas. You have been on the streams quite a lot of times in Riga Rudens and also in some other tournaments. I remember you. And of course, yes, we're trying to bring you hand block from Lasma. Very nice. We are trying to bring you English commentary for the international games like this one, where Latvian team is playing against Lithuanian team. Great hand block by Lasma there, yeah. Gives an opportunity for Salaspils girls to break. Buldere with the disc, swings to Podama, arcing throw, arcing blade to Lasma, and she comes down with a double happiness. Nice, very nice. Bookhands, double happiness, call it whatever you want. A hand block and a score. Very nice. Great work. I'm sure Salaspils ladies are hoping that it's the first break of many. We will see if this will come to fruition. Lasma pulls the disc, another Eurostar player. Just like Barbora Kundulaite, who is with the disc, who swings it now. Nice to see these two matching up against each other. Kundulaite gets it just on the doorstep, but needs to go back. DTS need to go back there a little bit. There was a pick, I think a couple of throws ago, if I'm correct. But looks like nothing was affected, so the disc stayed with the receiver. Reznikaite goes to Slamaite. who's trapped on the sideline, now gets the disc moving. Reznikaite a little too high for her, unfortunately. That gives Salaspils another opportunity for a break. Poduma to Kublitska, back to Poduma. Half the field already covered. Orlovska to Lasma Kublitska, of course. Great catch there. Very quick point, very quick break. They're getting these breaks back. That's good to see. That makes it a little more interesting for us. 6-8, DTS is still up. I really hope that somebody someday will organize the Eurostars tour once again. If you haven't seen it, I think you can find it on the interwebs. These were best players of Europe. Oh, awawa. It's not very nice. That was quite a hard landing. I think there were 2 legs were crossed. Quite a hard fall there. I don't think that it was an intentional foul, but definitely quite unpleasant for the DTS player there, who did not expect it at all. I think neither of them expected this, but yes, 2 feet crossed, and unsurprising. An injury is called. But Salaspils is getting this disc and looking at another break. It's a very difficult reception by Lasma, but if anybody can do it, that would be her. Disc is being worked quite well at the back, but they are not looking. They can't find anything in the end zone. But it's good that they are finding the space to swing the disc around, but DTS and this end zone defense that they have used in the previous game works quite well for them. Makes Salaspils throw the disc many times, and the percentages game. More passes you throw, one of them is not going to be an easy one like this one, and timeout is called by Lasma. A very good decision, in my opinion. It looked to be quite a difficult one. A very difficult possession. She had to take a couple of reaching grabs there, and not sure if you see it on the screens, but yeah, she's visibly exhausted at the moment, and pretty sure that she needed a breather. I was talking about the Eurostars tour. And yes, I really hope that it will make a comeback. It was a tour of the best European players. I think it was 2, 3, 4 years in a row where they toured and played the best American teams in their hometowns. It was a great show, and it's good to see that some of the players who played there are still playing, are still on the field, are still showing us a very high level of ultimate. Lasma is one of them. Barbora Kundulaite is another. If I remember correctly, Kamila Reznikaite also was a Euro star from DTS. I'm not entirely sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do write in the chat that Dimitri, you're an idiot. She was not, or she was. You're absolutely right. Please do it. We have a set on the field. Let's go back to the game. Lasma with the disc finds Helena, now being pushed back a little bit to their own half. Lasma, another good reception of a difficult throw. She tried to get it to Catalina Bernane, one of the newer players of Salaspils. She played for a while. Not in this sense new, but I think it's her first season in Salaspils team. She tried to come down with it, did everything she could, lay out, all that, but was too far for her. Lasma was not happy with her decision, but now DTS worked their disc to the red zone of Salaspils, tried to get it in the end zone, but Catalina Bernané managed to intercept this pass. Once again, Salaspils is looking at a break, trying to break this point. A little too far from Lasma. That hammer was a little bit out of reach. Maybe Monta and Buldure did not expect this disc to be there. And another timeout, all in the same point. This time called by DTS. Yes, this point is definitely grueling. I'm not sure how long it has been. My feeling is maybe more than 10 minutes. Quite a hard one. Definitely, we can see visibly that both of the players, both of the teams, the players who are on the field at the moment are quite tired. And yeah, I need a bit of a breather. And just like that, we also only have 2 minutes left in this game. So just to remind you the rules, we are playing by the soft cap rules. When the time is over, finish the point, add 1 to the highest score, play to that. So we are playing to a target, sometimes it's called, but yeah, generally soft cap rules. Normal rules for Ultimate, let's put it this way. Because it's good to see that you can't just win by running out of time. You can only win by scoring the last point. DTS is set, looks to be set. Defense is set, we're back in play. Arcing blade to Reznikaite. A few passes and DTS is coming down with this grueling hold. 2 timeouts. Pretty sure that more than 10 minutes of game time in this particular point is quite a difficult one, but DTS managed to get it and stop Salaspils from their comeback train and from their break train. So now they would be hoping that the rest of the game will go a little bit slower, maybe not as intense. Salaspils are still down 2 breaks. They need to hold first. Ooh, very tight channel, but Lasma gets this reception, and wow, Elena Orlovska, wow, every throw in is contested, every catch is made difficult. DTS want this defense, they want this break very hard, but nevertheless Salaspils is coming down with this hold, clean hold. Tough point. It looked quick, but it was very tough, very close, very tight channels. Maybe Salaspils made it a little bit too hard by themselves. Nevertheless, 2 breaks to go. The time is over. Not sure if the buzzer... Oh yes, 3 breaks. I'm being corrected here. I'm not entirely sure if the buzzer went on during the point. If so, then it's game to 10. If it was between points, then it will be a game. Then we still don't know. There is a discussion. There was quite a bit of a contact in the end zone on the reception. Not sure if we can see a replay. Yes, this discussion with the defensive pressure from Lasma Kublitska on Barbora Kundalaite, 2 Eurostars. They're going for it. Retracted call. That means Salaspils is getting this disc and looking at a break, trying to get a break. Bernane with the disc to Poduma. Now to Gusare. Working in the back of their end zone. To Gusare to Bernane. Running this offense pretty well. Apologies, it was Poduma there. Gusare to Bernane once again. To Poduma again. To Jakovele. And to... to Bernane, that was a little too far. Yes, once again in that deja vu. One of our production team is telling me, yeah, that did not look very pleasant for Catalina. Hope she's okay. This floor can be quite punishing on the layouts and tries to get this very low and far away. The discs that are a little bit too far from there. DTS are being trapped. Whoa. Jakovele probably thought that she already have this defense, but Barbora Kundalaite has received this disc, while the next pass was a little too close to Lasma Kublitska, who managed to get a defense. She's now looking for a point and at the end zone, and with a scuba. Difficult throw to make, but Cristiana Buldure comes down with that disc, who just came in for Catalina Bernane. Good catch. Another break. Let's see if Salaspils can get another break and make it a universe point. That would be lovely. Thank you, Modestas and Eric Sun, for the information provided in the chat that Camille Jadvilaite was never a Eurostar. But back to this game, GTS knocking on the door of this win. Now it's definitely a game to 10. So the team who scores 10 points first is going to win the game. DTS in the red zone of Salaspils, really close to that. Arcing blade and for a catch, for a score, for the game, and for the third place. DTS is getting third place in the league, in the Baltic League. Unfortunately for Salaspils, they are going to take the fourth place. Next up, we are going to bring you the first place matchup between Tartu Turbulence from Estonia, and Moment Ogre. Stay with us. We will be back in a couple minutes.